Hi guys, I am Ali and I am the M1 lead. I did this sort of mini training with people this morning, but I decided to make a video to recap in at least I hope 1/10 of the time that it took today. Now, the first things first, Discord is a chat client. It is an application that allows people to talk to each other. Its primary use has been for games, but it can be used for anybody who really wants to talk to a group of people. In our instance, we're using it as educators, and we're going to have students inside of it. Now, I'm going to run you through what you need to know as a teacher. I'm not going to run you through what you don't need to know, but if you would like extra detail on how you set things up from scratch, in case you want to use this in the future yourself, please let me know at a different time. Now, what you see on your screen is going to be the essence of what you are going to be doing. This is what your view is going to be for the rest of the time. So on the left, we have the different classes. I've color-coded them and made them nice and big so you can notice which ones are different. On the right, we have the list of people in the server at current. And over here, we have the different channels, places where you can talk or type in text. At the top, we have 3 different channels: Science, Maths and English. And these are for the Science, Maths and English teachers to post assignments or to let the students know what they need to be doing. For example, Teacher Ali said, your assignment is X, Y, and Z. We also have voice channels. Classroom is where all of the students will be when you want to make a big class announcement. Now, in Classroom is also where you will be sharing your screen and doing a video chat, for example. And you can do this either by clicking on the Classroom to bring up the view and clicking this button here, which is turn on camera, or clicking video over here. Let's do that now. Hello. And you can share your screen by clicking share your screen. Select where you want to share and go live. So this is now what we're seeing is my screen, and this is if you're doing this to the entire class. So you'd have all your students in this channel. AFK means away from keyboard. Now typically in games, the last thing you want is an inactive member when you have something important to do that requires everyone there. So an easy way to know who's been inactive and who's not simply just ignoring you is AFK. So someone who's not interacting with the client, in this case Discord, will get moved to AFK. Office hours, below that says 0002. This means a maximum of 2 people are allowed in this room. Now this means you can have one-on-one conversations with students to explain to them or to show them how to do things. Don't forget, you can still, once you're in this room, share your screen and video, so if you want to have a more personal conversation with the student, you can do so. Teachers chat room. Now this is important for all of us M1 teachers. This is where we are going to be letting each other know of any incidences that have happened during classes or any changes we have done towards groups or students and so on. So at the end of the class, once class is finished, you'll go into the teacher chat and you'll do a sort of mini report. Nothing big, if something significant happened, or if you moved a group to another group, or if you moved a student from another group is what I mean. You can write it there. The voice chat below that is just in case you see another student or teacher on after class and you want to hop in and have a quick chat with them. That's just there as an option. Now we have all of these groups. We've got 8 groups. You do not need to use them all. And group 1 is what it looks like. So you've got text chat where students can talk and text in that chat. And you've got a voice chat where students can come in. You can also jump in and have a chat with students if you like. Now, to members. One thing we have in this is called roles. Now, a role is sort of very much how it sounds. You can do what your role designates. I've already set these roles up and done permissions and whatnot, so you do not need to worry about that. But if you're wondering, how do I give a student a role? Now, I will show you that after I show you the student side of things and how they join and what it looks like when they join. Now, if you look at this screen that I am just about to put up now, this is my iPad screen and this is what the students will be seeing. Now, once they accept your invitation, now let's just accept this 1-1 invitation, they will go through it and they'll click, yep, I accept that invite and I join the class. Now, they can see these, this is all they can see because currently they have no role because we haven't given them a role. They can see the science classroom and English classroom, they can see all the announcements, but they read only. They can also join the main classroom and the AFK and the office hours but they can't talk. So the Wandering Ali's just joined the classroom, but he's a part of this, but he's got nothing assigned to him. Now, if we go back to the teacher's view, I can show you how to give people different roles or how to change these roles in the incidence of misbehavior. Now if we come back onto here, we can see the Wandering Ali in this channel. Maybe he's not come up on this side, but I'll show you another place you can find him. Now if you either go to this members section of the settings by right clicking and clicking server settings, scrolling down, go to members, or you can use the drop down menu here, go to server settings and go to members, and you should see the Wandering Ali. Now we give him a plus and we add him to, let's say, group 1, which is the same group as Alex. But let's say we also want to change his name, change his nickname. We can do it here, or we can do it over here. We right click on him and we click, let's change his nickname. Now, his nickname is actually Ben, so I'm going to call him 01 Ben because that's his roll number, and then him and Alex are in the same group. They're both currently in the classroom because the teacher's giving them an announcement. The announcement's finished and the teachers ask them to move to their group chats. Now, you come back to the students view. Now, if you look at this students view, you can now see that Ben has a new section added to his classroom. He's now got group 1 text chat where he can talk in, and he's got a voice chat which he can join. Now, Ben has been very cooperative and has moved to his classroom. But if we go back to the teacher view, we can also see Daniel Spim has communicated. Daniel Spim has said hi, but let's say Alex is not being so cooperative. He's listened, he might not be active, but let's move him. So we right click and we click move to. So we're going to move him to group 1 voice chat. So we've moved him, possibly. Got a lot of feedback there. I'm not sure if you heard that. We moved him to 01 Ben. We're going to have to ask him, no, I am teacher Ali doing a training video. But anyways, let's continue. So we've got them both in those groups, but let's say for a... Oh, getting a lot of feedback here. Okay, there we go. Problem solved. Sorry about that. So let's say we want to move Ben to a different group because he's been a bit naughty, or him and Alex are getting into an argument. So we just go to roles and we unclick group 1 and we click group 2. So we've now moved Ben to group 2. Now Ben won't automatically leave group 1 because he's already there. So we'll have to right click on Ben and also click move him to group 2 voice chat. So Ben's been moved. But let's say Alex is still getting into arguments and Alex needs to be put into sort of a timeout. But you don't want to kick him from the class because it defeats the point. So instead, you right click on Alex and let's say Alex's role, we're going to go to misbehave. Now what misbehave does is that it doesn't allow them to talk, it only allows them to view and stay in the chat. Let me show you what this looks like from Ben's side. So let's also say Ben's also been misbehaving. So Ben is in a misbehaving group. Now, if you look at Ben's chat now, Ben's side has now muted. He can't talk, but he can still look at things. His channel's read-only, so he can look at this text chat in group 2, but he can't have a conversation. Now, we don't want to do this for any long period of time because it means students can immediately check out and not be interested anymore. So we can give Ben his regular privileges back and the same to Alex. Just like that. Now, you can also mute people if you wanted to through a different way, and that way you just have to right click and click mute and server mute and server deafen. That means it's deafened and muted on the entire channel. And that's pretty much it for what you need to know on being a teacher on Discord. It's as simple as that. 2 other things I've got to cover. One is invites and the other is how to stop students directly messaging you, because we don't exactly want students harassing you with messages personally. The invite, you can right click, invite people, or do the drop down menu and also click invite people. Click edit link, and let's say it's just one student, so we want 30 minutes and one use, and we create a link. We can give it to that one student that has been silly and left the server of his own or her own accord, or for some reason has been kicked. Now, to stop students directly messaging you, you click the drop down menu, you go to privacy settings, and you turn that on. Turn that off. Allow direct messages from server members. No, thank you. I do not want to get directly messaged from any of these server members. Now that pretty much closes that down. They can still add you as a friend and try to direct message you, but that will pretty much stop it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any extra questions or queries, please let me know. Discord is a very simple client to use, so it should be nice and easy. Goodbye.